between the lines of a sweet refrain. I'm so blessed, my Lord, I can see you. Even when I'm lonely and in pain, I see you in the beauty of the stars at night. I see you in my life, I feel alright. I see you, Lord, in sorrow and in happiness. I see you in the glory of sweet success. I see you, Lord, every hour, every day. I can see you, Lord, whenever I pray. I'm so blessed, my Lord, I can see you in the smile of a baby, sweet and true. I can see you in the eyes of my very best friends. I see you in these bonds, just like your love that never ends. I see you, Lord, in sorrow and in happiness. I see you in the glory of sweet success. I see you, Lord, every hour, every day. I can see you, Lord, whenever I pray. I see you, Lord, in sorrow and in happiness. I see you with the glory of sweet success. I see you, Lord, every hour, every day. I can see you, Lord, whenever I pray. I pray. I can see you, Lord, whenever I pray. I see you, Lord.
Good day, everyone. I hope you are doing good today. So, we will be having a new topic. So, in this topic, you will learn analyzing a poem, and also we will be discussing this poem, the rhyme scheme used, and also the other aspects. Okay, so our new topic is about pastoral poem. So this is not just a simple poem, but it has something to do with the speaker or the author. So we will define pastoral poem, identify the theme used, and we will examine the examples, analyze the examples used, and of course identify the figures of speech used in this pastoral poem. So, what is pastoral poem? So, on our next slide, we will discuss the meaning of the pastoral poem. So, as you have observed in the picture, it has a shepherd and the sheep, trees, nature.
So, what is pastoral poem? Pastoral, from pastor Latin for shepherd, refers to a literary work dealing with shepherds and rustic life. So, it's more on the life. It tells the life of the rural areas. Pastoral poetry is highly conventionalized. It presents an idealized rather than realistic view of life. So it is more on written in um, artistic way, that which presents ideas about the mm, rural life. Then the common topics of pastoral poetry include love and seduction, the value of poetry, death, and mourning. Pastoral poetry is an example of, I mean, is a part of lyrical poetry. Yes, and the theme is love and seduction, value of poetry, death, and mourning. So we will listen to the one of the most popular example of pastoral poem, which is The Passionate Shepherd to His Love by Christopher Marlowe.
Come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove that valleys, groves, hills, and fields, woods or steepy mountain yields. And we will sit upon the rocks, seeing the shepherds feed their flocks, by shallow rivers to whose falls melodious birds sing madrigals. And I will make thee beds of roses, and 1,000 fragrant posies, a cap of flowers and a kirtle, embroidered all with leaves of myrtle. A gown made of the finest wool, which from our pretty lambs we pull. Fair lined slippers for the cold, with buckles of the purest gold. A belt of straw and ivy buds, with coral clasps and amber studs. And if these pleasures may thee move, come live with me and be my love. The shepherd's swains shall dance and sing for thy delight each May morning. If these delights thy mind may move, then live with me and be my love.
Okay, so we will analyze the poem The Passionate Shepherd to His Love by Christopher Marlowe. So the poem is a pastoral poem because it is part of lyrical poetry in which it is meant to be sung. So it is one that idealizes a simple life that is in harmony with nature as experienced in the countryside. So with nature, it tells anything about river, trees, air, and earth, anything that is about nature and also other elements. So the speaker of the poem is the shepherd, the one who looks after the sheep, the one who supervises the sheep as they gaze and feed. So the point of view is I and B. Since this is a lyrical poetry, it tells about the emotions, the expressions of the speaker. Then, in this poem uses rhyme scheme. It has six stanzas with four lines or quatrains. Each line is written in rhyming couplets A A, B B, C C, and D D. So as the title suggests, the theme is about love, and since the theme is about love, the tone is passionate. Then we will identify the literary devices or the figures of speech or figurative language used in this poem, the passionate shepherd to his love. The first literary use is assonance. It is the repetition of vowel sounds in the same line, such as the sound of a in the line with choral clasps and amber studs. The word choral, clasps, and amber studs. The sound is a. We can hear the sound. It does not matter. The letter does not matter in repetition, but it's the sound that it is being determined. Then the second literary device that is used in this poem is symbolism. So symbolism is using symbols to signify ideas and qualities, giving them symbolic meanings different from literal meaning. So the objects that are presented in this poem does not go with the literal meaning, but it otherwise it represents something. It has a hidden meaning that the author or the speaker tries to convey. So in the symbolism in this poem is or are roses and country. So roses are symbolisms of love, beauty, and desire. So as the shepherd, uh, the rose symbolizes the love of the shepherd to the unknown lady. Then country, it symbolizes peace, tranquility, and never-ending hope. Then the third literary device used is the repetition of consonant sounds in the same line, such as the sound of in the line, and we will all the pleasures prove, and the sound of sh and in the shepherd's wings shall dance and sing. So in the line, and we will all the pleasures prove. The alliterated or the yes, the alliterated sound is letter P, pleasures and prove. Whereas the sound and the alliterated sound in the line shepherds swains shall dance and sing are shepherds shall, and for the sound it is swains and sea. So the purpose of alliteration is it adds flavor or taste to the poem. It gives a musical effect to the poem, since it is also meant to be sung. Then repetition. Repetition is a literary device that involves intentionally using a word or phrase for effect two or more times in speech or a written word. So example, come live with me and be my love. It appears in line 1, line 20, and line 24. So repetition is um, it repeats a phrase or word. Unlike the alliteration, it repeats the sound found or that appears in the initial letter of each word or words. So repetition it emphasizes something. So it emphasizes in this poem that um, the speaker uh, emphasize that the emphasize to come live with me and be my love. So it's encouraging the lady to live with him and be his lover. Then one of the most important um, literary devices or device I mean literary devices in this poem is the imagery. So it is used to make the readers perceive things involving their five senses. For example, that valleys, groves, hills, and fields. A gown made of the finest wool and a belt of straw and ivy buds. So the words being used is adjectives. So imagery allows the readers to think or create mental pictures of the things that is being described or mentioned in the poem. So as if the reader actually sees the features of the valleys, groves, hills, and fields, and also the gown that is made up of the wool or the kanang lamp, and a belt of straw and ivy buds. So the image allows the readers to engage in the scenario, to be in the field of valleys, groves, and hills. Then we have metaphor. It is a figure figure of speech when comparing between two different objects. For example, in the eighth line, melodious birds sing madrigals. The speaker compares songs of the birds to the poem that are set to music. Then hyperbole is another literary device or figure of speech used to exaggerate a statement for the sake of emphasis, such as in the line, and I will make thee beds of roses and 1,000 fragrant roses. So, the implied meaning is it suggests how far he can go for his love. So, and that once the once the unknown lady will agree to agree to the speaker, he describe how he's going to make the beds of roses and the fragrant poisons. So we will analyze the stanza. So the first stanza, come, live with me and be my love, and we all the pleasures prove that valleys, groves, hills, and fields, woods, or steepy mountain hills. So the speaker begins by making a one request to his lover that serves as a basis for the rest of the poem. So he at once lives up to his name as he asks his unnamed lover to come live with me. So he is hoping that upon hearing his request, she will live whatever life she has and come be his lover. So the second half of this first quatrain describes when if they are being together. He describes how they will observe or watch the environment like the valleys, groves, hills, and fields, also the woods and steepy mountains. So he has everything. Uh, he has everything to offer. Then in the second stanza, and we will sit upon the rocks, seeing the shepherd feed their flocks, by shallow rivers to whose falls melodious birds sing madrigals. So the speaker goes on to describe some day-to-day details of what their lives will be like if they will be together. He states that they will sit upon the rocks, watching or watching the new and beautiful world they are living in together, and see the shepherds feed their flocks. They will observe the world that they used to live in and appreciate its beauty. So they will hear the shallow rivers, thus sing the voices of those birds. Then on the third stanza, and I will make the beds of roses, and 1,000 fragrant posies, and a cup of flowers, and a kirtle embroidered all with leaves of myrtle. So the speaker also described uh, the third stanza. The speaker describes tells a number of different enticement to offer his lover in the hope that she will live with him or join with him. So he described if any chance or if by chance he described how he will make the beds of roses with 8,000 fragrant voices and also a cup of flowers and a kirtle which all embroidered with leaves of myrtle, a common flower shrub. Then we have the fourth stanza. So a gown made of the finest wool, which from our pretty lands we bought, fair lined slippers for the cold, with buckles of the purest gold. So in this fourth stanza, the speaker continues to describe different pieces of clothing that he can offer or give to her if she will join him. Then the fifth stanza, a belt of straw and ivy buds, with coral clasp and amber studs, and if this pleasure may thee move, come live with me and be my love. So in this stanza, he begins to conclude his offer. He finishes describing the wardrobe she will have by describing her gaining a belt made of straw and ivy buds. It will also feature coral clasp and amber studs. It is clear that the speaker is doing his utmost to find and describe things that he thinks she wants the most in her life. So in this stanza, he repeat the phrase or the line, "Come, live with me and be my love." So this is an offer, another offer, or another enticement for for the chance that the lady will join him. Then the last, I think it's the last or sixth stanza. The shepherd, the shepherd swains shall dance and sing for thy delight each May morning. If these delights thy mind may move, then live with me and be my love. So in the final section of the passionate shepherd to his love, the speaker describes how after she has accepted his offer, um, the shepherds swains or their comrades and lovers will dance and sing. So this implies that um, there is she will entertain the unknown lady once she joined him, and that she will always be happy. So in the last two lines, he repeats the for the third time his offer. He asked that if these delights move thy mind, then she could come live with him and be his wife. Now, so for your activity, please answer the following questions. So write your answers on a one whole sheet of paper. So these are only five questions, and I expect you to submit this output on Sunday, February 21, 2021, anytime. So you have a lot of time to work on this. So thank you and God bless.